listening?
Hello, my creeps. Hello, new peeps. Welcome to the Super Fast Tortoise Show. Hello, Cookie Dude.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You came in right at the edge of the show starting.
I know. I had important business to take care of.
How dare you have more important business? This show should be the most important business to you.
Yeah. Billy. Is he here or is he not here? I see
he's here.
I'm here.
Okay.
He's a zombie today. He got crap for sleep last night.
I bet. Yeah. I bet. So yeah.
I don't know what happened when you started. It just heard music for a second, then lost you.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I had a crash.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, you should always have melatonin by the side of your bed if you're having issues sleeping.
Yeah, I take enough medicine as it is.
But you can count sheep, and invisible sheep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I only get like this mostly when something bad happens in my family, and then memories.
Yeah.
Yeah, memories are the most dangerous part of not sleeping.
Yep.
It makes sense.
Yeah, I got it. I mean, it does. It makes lots of sense. And, people deal with things different. There's no correct way. The correct way is the way you handle situations. So,
Yep.
Yeah.
So how are y'all doing this morning?
Well, I'm doing good. Like you, I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. I don't know why. So I woke up at 3 a.m. And I couldn't get back to sleep. So stuff happened.
I finally fell asleep about 6 o'clock this morning.
Jeez,
well, that's good.
Last night I actually took melatonin, so I got some good sleep last night. I'm still feeling sluggish. It's one of those mornings.
Yeah,
I just woke up from about
3-hour nap.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And we can tell by the sound of your voice.
That's right.
Really quick. Let's chill out cardsartopia.com where you can get sweet Magic the Gathering dice bags. Right? You can get sweet dice bags like this one on screen. cardsartopia.com. That turtle dice bag is totally turtle. If you buy that dice bag, you help me out, the channel. You help her out, the company. Then you can get sweet lapel pins like this salty one. You can get this sarcasm one. Yeah. And you can get this sweet skull pin. Ooh, pretty awesome. All can be found at cardsartopia.com. And maybe if you look hard enough, you can find a hillbilly.
Dice bag.
Yeah.
Okay, in the shower. What is worse? Reprints, the ultimate version.
The topic of today is what is worse? Is it just simply having the reprints, or is it all the alternate art versions of cards being reprinted? Can't fit all that in the title, but
I think the reprints are.
You think the reprints are worse?
Yeah, as a value, but alternate versions, I do like the alternate versions. The different art.
Oh, I love alternate versions of art myself. Like I love like the cool frames and stuff. Try to deck out my cube in as much as possible when it comes to cool versions. But see, you get a reprint. Like Lightning Helix getting reprinted twice, set back to back set from Ravnica Remastered to Karlov Manor. But then on top of that, you're gonna have alternate versions from both sets.
Yep.
It's like crazy. So like, and as we were going through some cards on DJ's channel the other day, some of the cards in alternate versions were unrecognizable to the card, and some of them are in different languages when they do this. So you don't. So not only do you not know what the card looks like, you don't understand what the card says because it's in different languages just because of the special art, or they do something weird like that. It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, I got no comment on this subject because I just have what I have, and I wouldn't know a reprint from a reprint.
James Willis, hello. What's up? Neither are the worst. Mississippi, hee hee, woo woo.
Mississippi.
I was thinking about it. About your perspective on what it could be. Daddios.
Yes.
You're just starting Magic, right?
Yes.
Right. And say you had two decks and they shared cards. Like they didn't literally share cards, but in the deck list, let's say you have the same cards.
Okay.
And as you're learning, you're trying to remember like cards in your brain. And you're trying to remember the picture, you're trying to remember the mana cost, you're trying to remember what they do. But
yes,
one deck, they're different and doesn't look like a Magic card. And the other deck, it looks like a normal Magic card. So
like the one you showed yesterday, the card of the day.
yeah,
Not the one that CTD dude showed, but the other one, first one. That's a Magic card, but doesn't look like a Magic card.
right.
So I go ahead.
No, you're good. No, like it was the other day I showed off Thrill of Possibility.
Right.
That's an alternate version.
Right.
Artwork. I like that artwork. That's why I showed that particular one.
Okay.
But like it's like but there's multiple arts of that card too, multiple versions. You see what I'm saying? Like
it's the same card.
Different. Yeah, they're the same card. They look different. They feel different. They're all different.
But what I'm getting at is that it's a different picture, but same rules for the card, right?
Right.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah. Well, I mean that makes a lot of sense, you know.
Mm-hmm. You're good. Like imagine trying to learn a game and the pieces look different but do the same thing. You know.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Right.
You know. So
I want to drop it. What?
So what about if you're playing and like you said, there's the original version and there's the reprint, which looks different, and your opponent has the same card. Do they null each other out?
No, they don't. No, they don't null each other out. There's still playable cards in each of the decks. It's just crazy. You can have like 5 to 10 people playing the same card, and each card looking different.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's.
And thinking as such, we're going to get to the card of the day.
Card of the day.
Woo! I found this card and thought, man, this card is spicy. I think I need this card more in my life. In your life, you want this card. This card is hot for a blue card. It's called False Demise. Costs 2 generic and a blue. It's an enchantment aura. It says enchant creature, but it's a marauded. It says whenever enchanted creature is put into a graveyard, return that creature to the onto the battlefield under your control. This card is spicy. It is hot. So this is old text. This is an old card. Basically, you enchant a creature. If that creature dies, you gain control of it. That card is awesome. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Woo woo. What do you think, Hillbilly?
It's a good card. Very good card.
Yeah, like
Roll this on your opponent's creature, then you kill it, then the creature comes back to the battlefield. But it's under your control.
It takes a little extra steps, but it's basically being able to steal your opponent's creature. But you can put it on your own creature, so you get your creature back too. So,
Correct.
And with blue, having the capabilities of giving your spells flash, like Leyline of Anticipation, I think this card is pretty powerful. And it's very cheap. It's like a 16-cent card, and yet it hasn't been reprinted for years.
Wow. That's pretty cool. That's a blue card, yes. So that one, you could control any creature on the battlefield or in somebody's or somebody's deck or their graveyard.
No, it has to be on the battlefield.
Yeah, it has to be on the battlefield. Okay. So basically, you enchant something that's on the battlefield, and you're making a little promise that if that creature dies, you're going to gain control of it.
Okay.
Like if I had this card, you had a 1/1 creature out on the battlefield. I wanted that 1/1 creature. So I'll put this on that 1/1 creature. And then I got a kill spell in my hand. I use that kill spell, kill that creature. It comes back to the battlefield, but it's under my control.
Right.
Oh wow. Wow.
Specifically under your control. That is awesome. And the artwork's pretty awesome. You see it's like a guy playing dead underneath the water. And on top of the water, you see people hunting him on boats.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Then we got a picture of the day that Cookie Dude shared with us. Boom.
Boom.
Oh.
Why don't you tell us about that picture, Cookie Dude?
Okay, so that was sent to me by a middle school back east, and it's to support the troops of Desert Storm, Desert Shield. I've had that for, I don't know, maybe 30 years, 35 years. And it's all hand-drawn by these middle school kids who want to, converse with you, and it's pretty cool. I mean, this is what kind of support we got during that war.
Right.
Yeah, so to me, it's really special. I have a lot of other stuff in my war bin, my war chest. But yeah, that's what that is. I mean, the flags are not correct, but who cares?
Right. There's the effort they put into it,
That's right.
That and the thought is what counts.
That's right. It's the thought, and when you're at home, away from your family, and you're under the pressures of war, things like this, just make you feel better, and knowing that America cares for the soldiers and the Americans.
Right. That's for sure. That's not easy being away from home and family, and working a job that's deadly, basically.
Exactly. You never know if you're going to get shot, blown up. So yeah, I had other ones. So, but this is the one that I have. I have it on my wall, as you see. So anyway, I thought I'd share that with you guys.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
So
cool. And it's pretty neat and touching. You
yeah.
know, another tribute to, you know, the things that our American soldiers in general, you know, should get more support like this, because this because you know they don't always get to control where they go in wartime
Exactly.
or occupation, you know. So they do a
Exactly.
lot. They sacrifice a lot
Exactly.
for the country.
Yeah. Very cool. Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah,
I
no
mean,
problem. The Lawson thinks it's really cool.
yeah,
It's like that's so cool.
it is. It's
All right, let's see. James has a lot to say from our conversation. This is another one of the worst. So is every single player supposed to like exactly the same thing? Yes, James Willis. You better like the same thing. If you like something different, you're not cool anymore. No, I'm kidding.
yeah.
No. So the question we're weighing here is it the reprints that are killing us? Is it the alternate versions that are kind of killing us, like altogether? Like, so back in the day, when I first started playing Magic in 2005 ish, one of the coolest aspects about Magic is you could be in a tournament watching, and you could look at across the tables if you're like during a game or between a game, and you can see people playing games, and you could recognize cards are playing, so you can kind of understand what's going on from a distance. You know, kind of like how you're watching football, and if you're far away from the TV, you might not recognize the player, but you can recognize the plays and which team is doing what because of the colors of the team. Magic used to be kind of the same way, where in tournaments you can kind of justify and gauge the games that are going on and put together the plays that are going on. You know, you could be looking across the table and you could see like a Thoughtseize being played, and you're like, "Oh, that's a rough play," and it looked the same, and you could tell which copies were doing what, and how they were doing. Well, today it's hard to do that because you know when cards look completely different, there's different variations. It's kind of weird. I mean, it's cool that you can customize your deck, where you can have like 4 different looking Thoughtseize in your deck, but visually and mentally it kind of gets strenuous because when you're looking at games and people are playing stuff that are like say Thoughtseize, and there's 4 different versions of Thoughtseizes. Every time they play a version of that card in a standard game or a 60 card constructed game, it looks different. It just kind of throws off the mental balance. Like, oh, you know, I'm not against customization of decks and customizations of how you want to do it. It just kind of gets overwhelming at times for the how vast the differences of cards looks like. I mean, I think the worst contender for cards looking stupid is Secret Layers. And by stupid, I mean when they look like no Magic card. Like I'd have to dig it out, but DJ Longhair gave me a copy of Atali Primal Storm. That looks just like a cereal box.
Yeah, they don't make no sense.
Right.
Why make them look like a cereal box?
Mm. Is it James Willis says, then ask your opponent to read the card, which is perfectly legal. I'm I'm pretty sure Cookie Dude will definitely learn that. To ask the opponent to read the card and stuff. It's not about reading the card.
Well,
They wouldn't have to read the card if you knew what the card was.
Right?
yeah.
Yeah, use combo False Demise with Alter Dimension. Hell yeah, Delawson, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good combo, especially when you have like Alter Dementia and you have a spell that returns an enchantment card from your graveyard to the battlefield too. That'd be cool. Am I missing something? Yeah. So asking your opponents to read the cards, fine. Yes, I do that all the time when I'm playing a tournament. Like I'll have them read the card, or I'll ask if I can read the card. You know, just to see where we're going, what the game's doing, to see how I can interact. It's not the ruling that are crazy, Dan. to get into. It's not the rulings. It's not the words. It's the looks. It's the difference. It's the bipolar side of things. Where, like, where I have. Let's see. Give me a second. Like, if I had throw a possibility. If I throw a possibility out right here, let's show that up. Then let's go here. Yep, that's one. Give me a second. Boop. Oh, back there. So we have through a possibility, and I have to upload these images to point across here. Yep. Work with me. And do. All right. Okay. All right. All right. So through a possibility, we're going to use an example. And I'm going to move these cards up. And the reason why is because this card has multiple versions. So there's this version of throw a possibility. Right?
Okay.
I really like this design. Like, I really like the Strixhaven archive art. And then I'm going to show you a version of a card that didn't get printed in English, but this is the same card right here.
Huh? It's in Japanese.
Yeah, it's Japanese, and this version of the card is only in Japanese, but you can pull it in booster packs. But look, you can run this card in a standard tournament. Same with this card. You have these two cards in your deck. James, why don't you read that card to me? Then you can have this version of the card in it. Some people like this Japanese anime card, right?
It's the same. It's the same
card,
rules.
different art.
Yeah. Wow.
Then you can have this card version of the card in it.
Oh wow!
Same card. I mean, like, having this version of a card and another version like this, it's not horrible because at least the text is there or whatever.
Right.
But like this version right here, it only comes in the Japanese art. And if you want to run that standard deck, no one's going to stop you. I guess you have to pull out your phone, spend a couple minutes to look up the card through your card finder just to read what it does.
You ask your opponent to read it.
And you have to trust them that they're not lying to you.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you'd have to look it up before you played the card, so you would know.
This card.
How's an opponent supposed to look it up before?
This card says, "Kill all your opponent's creatures except for yours."
Right? Totally not a black card at all.
No.
What you just said, because that's basically Grook's Wake. That's Plague Wind.
So what color is that? These are black cards?
No, red.
No, they're red. See the fireball up top?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, that fireball is the only thing telling you it's a red card on these right there.
Oh, yeah.
See, I gotta get red on this.
Yeah.
Right, so that lets you know it's a red card. Like this is a red card, but that fireball up top is letting you know 1 red mana needs to be spent on this 2 mana cost card.
Yeah, see, I never looked at that corner.
1 mana of any color and a red mana.
Yep.
Cool.
So these are all like every card it shows is a different reprint and a different version of the card.
Wow.
Like I like my cards cheap. I like them as cheap as possible. Then I like cards that have value too. Like, you know, when they accrue over time, I like them cheap. But like, what gets confused? What I want to know is, you know, if is it worse that your opponent could play like a play set of this card and you have to trust them if you're in a tournament. Because I'm not going to remember this cat card is going to be throw a possibility. You know,
I don't know
I'm
what.
definitely a fan of English text cards because, you know, that's the language I speak. I understand.
Right.
It just gets confusing.
If I seen that the cat one, I wouldn't know what it is.
Right. You know, like you have to pull up your little card scanner on your phone to look it up.
Yep, that is if you have one on your phone.
Yeah.
Right. You know, the crazy thing is, talking about reprints and alternate arts, this card, this card, and a version of this card, not this version, but like just a regular version that I don't have up, but three different versions of this card are out of the same set.
Yep.
So they all have the same. Uh, if you're collecting, they all worth the same money. Just say they cost 10 cents. They're all worth 10 cents.
Um, they're all really cheap cards, but like this special Japanese version, I think it's worth a little bit more than say this version.
So I don't know why would they put a Japanese version in a America set? I mean, you'd have to
They don't do
buy.
it in every set, but they do it because they like every once in a while they like to favor a certain market, like the Japanese market or the European market or the
Yeah,
Chinese market, and they do something specific for them. They even do it for Australia.
Australia.
Yeah,
Good day, mate.
there's like specific cards that you can find in Australia. Then on top of that, in certain places like China, Japan, Australia, there's certain censorships that happen on cards that they have in the US, but they can't do in those countries that
Yeah.
they changed the version of that card. So it happens to be
Oh,
worth a little bit more in different countries because like there's this dinosaur card that looks like a fossilized zombie skeleton. And it's either in Japan or China. They're not allowed to have skeletons on artwork because like something doing with their culture differences.
right,
So in their in their country, the card is a full fleshed out dinosaur because of that sensitivity
right.
ruling to
Because of
go
their
along the with the rules basically, and it's a pretty cool concept that they do that. Like, I'm not talking down on that concept at all. I'm just saying those are variations I can get behind because you know there's specific different reasons. I used to love judge promos, and like I said, I love alternate arts. Like, but like this card that I have showcased in front, I would not play this card in my cube because no one. I can't guarantee everybody's going to know this is a throw possibility or what the hell the card does because
yeah,
I can't expect people to read this language.
right.
No,
But that wouldn't be against the rules, right?
right? No, it's not against the rules of running in a tournament. Oh,
Yeah.
but
So
being able to read the card and know what the card does is important.
well, I mean, you could always tell the opponent what it says. I mean, they'd have to believe you, or they can look it up and then,
Yeah.
you know,
Well, back in the day when Wizards first came out with this stupid idea called textless cards, which I still
Texas
need to
cards.
get. Yeah, textless cards. Like cards with no text and all art.
Oh wow, I've
Right?
seen one of.
Like there's this card called Cryptic Command that has like a book full of text on it. They made it a
Wow.
Texas card because they expect you to know what it does. Like, let me show you.
Right.
Wow.
This will be funny. All right, so here is a version of the card. Let me save that. I'll delete so much junk off my thing. All right, that's not the original version I'm going to show you, but there you go. There you go. All right. Save image as. All right, I'll show you. You know, because James believes he can read this card to you. All right. I'm kidding, James. I'm just picking on you. So here's a card. Right?
Okay. Cryptic Command. Okay.
It costs 1 generic, 3 blue for an instant speed card. It says choose 2. 1. Counter target spell. 2. Return target permanent to its owner's hand. 3. Tap all creatures your opponents control. Or 4. Draw a card. So those dots are representing the difference of abilities you can choose from, and you get to choose 2. Right? Now it seems it seems simple in context. Right?
Right.
Like, it seems simple. The abilities are kind of simple, but you got to remember, you got to know what your options are. So when someone plays a card that looks like this,
Cryptic Command. No, there's no nothing on it.
right?
So how?
That's a text.
I myself think that is stupid. They should have the text.
Right?
So
Yep. So you got to remember all that text to play this card.
wow, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Justin Tierney, howdy. Welcome. Yeah, those were cool back in the day, but the variations are nuts. And like on top of that, like, and I'm not going to search the next card up, but on top of that, we have an Omnath that was printed with a bunch of text, and they made a textless version of that card too.
Oh my god.
Like more text than the Cryptic Command, basically, because like it deals with landfall, triggering happen, and if it's X amount of times it's happened, it does another thing. Ooh, this is insane.
Wow.
It might have been a player reward, but what if you want to play that card though?
Right. What's a player reward card, which I should have gotten a copy of, but never did. Need to buy a copy of Cryptic Command, but I want a text version of Cryptic Command.
All right.
Yeah. But like no, so we talked about a lot of difference on the different versions, and why it bugs me. So my question breaks down to what's worse, just having the reprints in general, because every time they do different versions, that's more of a reprint, or is it just the different versions because it gets too confusing? You know, because like, do you welcome reprints? I think a lot of people welcome reprints, but I don't know you guys' thing. You guys jive.
I like reprints.
Yeah.
I like reprints because it drops the price.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I like about the reprints. So if there's a card I'm wanting real bad, and it's a $1 card, reprint will make it come down. So that reprint would be cheaper to be able to get. However, I'm like you. I'd like to have the card with text on it.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna try this. Boom. So I just put a poll in chat. Reprints better than variants? You know, see what people say. Because if they say no, they like the variants. If they say yes, they like the reprints. It's a very tough thing to go through. It's a very split hair thing to discuss, but it's very interesting because, especially with secret layers, because secret layers are strictly reprints most of the time. And on top of that, not only the secret layer reprints, it's very strange. Like, to me, the difference goes on reprints. It gives more accessibility to playing, and variants kind of make it confusing to play.
All right.
James Willis, where is the choice to pick that you like both? I'm still working on it, James, but if you like both, that's fine. No one's fighting or arguing with you. No one's killing anybody over this. What you doing, Cookie Dude?
Typing.
Oh, I didn't say you're allowed to type.
Yeah.
You're the good looking supermodel of the show. You need to showcase that face. You know, you need to like do this. You know, yeah, exactly. Right. There you go. You got it. Oh, yeah. You're selling it. Selling it. Love it.
Back in my day, we didn't have magic cards. We just played in the dirt. Yes.
All right. Woo-wee. What was it going through? Oh, yeah. And really quick, we're at the halftime show, the halftime mark of the show. So we're going to remind you that if you want sweet Magic the Gathering swag, like dice bags, like this sweet dice bag, go to cardsartopia.com. Cardsartopia.com is where you can get sweet Magic the Gathering swag. You can get dice bags, dice boxes. You can get lapel pins. Boom. Look at that lapel pin. Salty. You can get this sarcasm one. You can get the skull one. I just really like out of all the pins, these are the three ones I like the most. They resonate with me the most. But then she got some more. She got some really cool items on her shop to go buy. Sweet, cool items. And you can find a MTG Hillbilly dice bag on her website. But when you buy an MTG Hillbilly dice bag or a Super Fast Tortoise dice bag, you're helping out the channels a lot. We appreciate you amazingly enough.
Yeah, you never know what you'll find on that site.
Yeah, she's like, pins will be there Thursday. Woo woo.
Woo woo.
The reason why I say you never know what you'll find on that site. She comes with so many ideas and so many products.
So many ideas, so many products. I don't know. I think getting the pins is like I don't want it to sound like I talk down about her at all, because I don't. But I think getting the pins in the website like that is a very smart move, and I hope she can continue that, and I hope it's successful for her, because that is really cool.
Yeah, it is. And I agree with you there.
Yeah, no problem, Darc Raven. We love it. So, how's Cookie Dude doing?
I'm doing good, man. Just waiting, enjoying the show, trying to contribute where I can. Just another Tuesday up in northern NorCal. Another Tuesday.
We got two.
Where you guys is probably Wednesday already. You know.
Yeah, it's Tuesday. But we got 2 votes in for 100%. Yes, reprints are better than variants. All right, and we know, like I said before, I love fancier cards too. Like I love certain reprints. I love certain variants. I love blinging out my decks. But this is just a split hairs case. Which is better? Which is worse? You know.
Yeah. Well, I guess it depends on the individual.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
James, how? I'm a little flattered, but hey, I'm kidding. I see you put the wrong song of the day. Abracadabra. I want to reach out and grab you.
Yeah.
And that's what James put there. Stay Sorb.
Yo, what?
Yo.
Yo. Late to the show, whoa.
Yeah, I just got off work.
How dare you go to work? You know, every day you got to call in and say, I'm going to be late. I got to be on the Super Fast Tortoise show.
Yeah. If you want, I'll write you a note.
Right? You know,
how to lose your job.
That's funny. You're good. You came in right at the last 20 minutes of the show.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
You know, I don't work, so I can get here sometimes on time.
Mm.
I will say this: adulting sucks.
That's right. That's right. Adulting does suck.
Yeah.
Adulting doesn't mean you get to be a kid as a grown up. Adulting
I mean,
means you got to make
you
adult money.
can be. I know plenty of adults that are childish.
But you know,
Isn't that the truth?
And I work retail, so
whoa, you work retail. I remember working retail. You see a lot of people acting weird in retail, from workers to customers.
Yep.
Yeah. I've worked retail for a long time.
Yeah,
And
before you
different
work.
but even different types of retail. You know,
Mhm.
so
oh yeah, I will say this: I worked at Walmart in Texas when the pandemic hit,
Ooh.
and that was insane.
Oh, I can
It
imagine.
it was absolutely crazy. The number of fights that I had to break up, people yelling and screaming at anybody for toilet paper. Oh my gosh, it was a disaster. It was really
oh
really bad.
wow.
Well, the good thing is if there was blood on the floor, you could use the toilet paper to clean it up.
Yeah.
Not kidding.
No, I couldn't. There wasn't any.
Right,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
joking.
pretty
Yeah.
bad.
I remember seeing the videos of the fights and stuff and suing over toilet papers and stuff like that. I mean, toilet paper went quick.
Yeah.
Toilet paper, paper towel.
I'm gonna beat you up towards with this roll of toilet paper.
Ooh,
Yeah.
planning on a
So-
good time, huh?
So me and the wife got around that by we go online and order it, you know, and we get it in a couple days, and you know, so we'd have to go in the store and fight people for essentials.
Mhm.
I imagine that's probably what they were doing, was fighting each other over the toilet paper and everything.
Oh
Toilet
yeah,
paper.
yeah. Like I'm saying, like it was crazy. Like the people that, oh my gosh, it was just a crazy time. It was absurd.
It was. It was a crazy time.
Yeah, we had to we got to a point. Oh, well, we didn't get to a point, but as it progressed, I would say like a couple weeks in, they were like, okay, we need to we had to set up like a little like barricade thing at the front and have like a single file line, and we can only let like X amount of people, and I think it was like 30 people in at a time. So we had like a little
wow.
clicker. Yep.
Yeah.
Imagine working at Walmart during Black Friday.
My son did.
That's a little. I would say that would be easier per se, because you know we required like masks and all that crap and everything to protect people, and people were super upset about it.
Yeah, they're super upset to cover their face for a few minutes.
Yeah.
It was so.
But like
Well,
my son, he worked Walmart. He works at Walmart still, and he was covering Black Friday. And Walmart's changed ever so gratefully for Black Friday. They actually closed for Thanksgiving. Their sales are spread out through the week a little more. But before then, the PlayStation 4 had some hot games out, and same with the Xbox. And they put them by the freezer section, and there were some hot titles on sale. And he was literally about trampled over by a mob and had to stop fights in seconds. And I'm talking about literal seconds.
Oh, yeah.
Like people running over each other. And see, Casey and I, we were about 60 feet away from him, waiting for the DVD sales to go on because we love getting DVDs and movies, and we were let in like a minute early to walk and traverse through, so that stuff didn't happen. And they opened the gates on their side, and they just you felt, heard a wave of energy just blast through, and even the vocalizations of everybody just felt like a wave of energy.
But
Weird.
didn't Walmart start giving out numbers? So
That's what I was saying. They changed since then.
Yeah.
It's like a herd of elephants running through the store.
Yeah,
They open those doors.
Yeah.
a bull in
Oh,
a china
well.
shop.
Yeah,
James
people
Wilson, I
are-
think Black Friday sales for Christmas 2024 start on January 1st. Ha!
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's intense. I mean, I've only experienced something like that. It's off topic, but years ago when I was like when I was a teenager, I used to be part of this group that would play I guess they're like a mix between LARPing and Kendo. And we would go to, there was 3 parks we would go to for people that were further away. We'd go to their location or whatever, and so on and so on, and we'd rotate I think it was like every 2 weeks, and we had maybe like 20-30 people show up like every time. But one time, no idea, it's just crazy, out of nowhere, we had 125 people show up
Wow.
to play. So we broke off into teams of like 60.
Wow.
So 60 on
Oh, wow.
60. And they started on top of the hill, and we started at the bottom of the hill. And when they came down, like running down the hill, you can feel the ground like shaking. It was so crazy. I was like, oh man, this is intense. But yeah, it was a good time though. It was a lot of fun.
Thinking about the ground shaking.
What?
Thinking about the ground shaking movers and shakers. We're gonna go here. We're gonna look at Mondrach Glory Dominance going up 2% to 32.18. Attracts a Ground Unifier going up 3% to 14.90. I think the Unifier has definitely found its relaxing spot. It's going to kind of sit in this realm for a bit. Bloodthirsty Advisory is seeing a big increase at 5% for 8.50. Insane. It's actually pretty good. The Wandering Emperor has gone up 2%. I think she's just sitting still, basically, doing pretty good, meaning she's seeing the play. People got the copies they want. You have Mirex has gone 8%. Someone's found a deck this is good in. 450. Wow. It's pretty solid. Cards going down percent. We got Cavern of Souls dropping down to 33.68. That's kind of sad. But we wanted to go down further because I want to be able to afford copies of this. Gala Tyrant Stampede has gone down 2% to $19. I think he's just settling, finding his place finally. Bonehorde Dracosaur gone down 2%. This card is slowly going down still, but it's still played. So I'd love to see this just flat out, like flatline right here, like just stay at this price. Resplendent Angel, 3 mana, gone down 6%. This card is not seeing the power that people are thinking it was or hoping it was. So it's down to 5.15. Then we got Olger Tog Deepest Foundation, the token tripler, gone down 1% to 24.95. I just don't think this card's seen a lot of play. Not a lot of play, a lot of movement because people have their copies and it's doing pretty good. And it's not, and no one's adding it to decks it shouldn't be. So it's pretty good.
You'd think that God card right there will be over there on the other side of Mondrach.
I think it's just evened out. Now, let's see what this is. Timeless Lotus, just because it's a 6 card. This card's gone up because the Timeless set came out. No, I'm kidding. Timeless came out. 5 mana. Taps for 5 mana. Interest tap. This card's gone up 1% to 3070. This card is just good because it taps for all 5 mana. This is a pretty neat card, but $30 worth? No, $12 worth is what it's worth. Hook Massacre's $30. That's what I was being confused with. But that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like the moves of shakers, and it's neat to see that some things are definitely. But let's check out for fun the modern area. We got Chromozoa. Hey, I remember playing this card when it was standard. Chromozoa is $8 basically, up 14%. I wonder what deck's running that. Got Rena 6, 2%, $37. That's pretty good. Subtlety, subtlety is how you explain Stasis Orbs. What do you call it? Stasis Orbs moves when he's trying to pick up a dinner. That's what it is.
It's very subtle. What?
Plus 4%. That's pretty good. Thoughtseize gone up plus 4. 21, 20, 68. It's pretty decent. Arcbound Ravager, 2075. I can't believe that card is still expensive, but it's still pretty solid. Then here we got Mindbreak Chap going down 2%. $77.58. Dude, I remember when this was less than $1. Where the hell did this come from? That's insane. The One Ring, still a POS. It's gone down 2% to $57. Exquisite Blood. Oh, I got a fancy version of this card. $28.95.
Trap is that expensive? Holy crap. That's insane. That card
Yeah,
was
I
like,
know. Remember
that was like that was like a bulk for a while there.
Cavern of Souls, that's gone down here too, 44. And Force Negation, that's insane. I figured I'd check out the modern cards because we got modern players in the set too, or in the show who love to play modern or older formats, and that has been the movers and shakers, everybody.
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Shakers.
Woo,
Nice.
And that was funny because Stasis Orb accidentally set that up. It's like the ground was shaking. I'm like, that's a seg.
I'm glad I can, contribute.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yep. So that's interesting. So what website is that?
That is that you can find that website. It's the link is in the description, but it's also MTG Goldfish. Yeah,
Goldfish.
Goldfish.
MTG Goldfish.
Yep, I like them because they're a Utah-based company.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
You still got roots in Utah.
Well, yeah. You can take a person out of Utah, but you can't take Utah out of a person.
Oh yeah, you can.
I mean, I'm glad I
out.
left. I will say that. To be fair, leaving Utah was probably one of the best decisions I made.
No doubt.
Yeah.
But I still got Utah in me. But moving out of Utah was one of the best decisions
Well, you
I made.
grew up
I
there.
had my wife there out of Utah.
Yeah.
You grew up there. I mean, I understand. I mean, I never liked Utah, but hey, I was put there. I was put there on purpose.
Yeah, put there for the military.
But I live that nomad life. So for me, it's like I just kind of go wherever life kind of leads me to. But Utah, I could have stayed there even longer than I did. And when I finally realized, I was like, wait, I can move.
Right.
I was like, oh, and then the opportunity came up and I was able to get out and go elsewhere. I mean, I've been all over the US, I have 13 states left, and then I've been to all 50.
Right.
So, and I grew up in California, and I've been everywhere. So
Yeah,
I just continue to do so.
You've been all over the country. That is awesome.
Oh yeah.
I've been to 35 of the 50 states.
Oh, nice.
That includes Hawaii. Uh, and so I traveled halfway around the world. I mean, I kind of kept away from the East, uh, Japan, China, Philippines. I
That's
didn't
really
want to,
cool.
but I've been all over Europe. I've been to Australia, New Zealand, uh, you know. So, I mean, a lot of the Europe was through the Air Force, and Derek got to be in Germany, you know.
Oh, he probably. I don't know if we told you this, but but we talked to mom about this. Did we talk to you about it? About the what was it? The hospital, the one of the castles we went to, Heidelberg.
Lonsdale,
No,
yeah,
Heidelberg.
Heidelberg.
Yeah,
Well,
Heidelberg. Yeah.
yeah.
So we went and visited the Heidelberg Castle. But did you know about a decade before that Casey was born in that same
No, I
castle?
didn't know that. No, I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Like, well, I think her dad was on military base and they were visiting the castle while his previous wife was pregnant back in the day, and she went into labor while touring the castle, and they took her to the back, took this lady to the back room and gave birth to Casey. So Casey was born in Germany, even though she's an American citizen. They got that fixed as soon as they moved back to the country. Then about 10 years later, or a little bit more, because I'm like 9-10 years younger than Casey. We went to Germany and we went and visited the same castle.
Oh, wow, that is
Yeah,
cool. Yeah. So
that's,
you went back to Germany as an adult.
no. No, we didn't go back as an adult. She was born in Germany when her parents were there.
Right.
When we were there,
Right.
our family visited the Heidelberg Castle.
Right. So we visited the Heidelberg Castle, and that's the castle Casey was born in. And you met her in Utah, and they kind of have a thing. Oh, yeah.
Right.
Okay.
All right. Anyways, I gotta help Casey with something really quick. Mm.
All right. Right. Uh-oh. Well, well, I guess lights on me. Hi. There you go. What's happening?
He's changing it.
Uh,
Yeah.
so how you doing, Hillbilly?
I'm making it.
All right, sorry, that was quicker than I thought. All right, well, something came in the mail for us. It's a Christmas gift for the child. And I was supposed to get up and help, but the package was a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. So I didn't have to leave very fast. Like I really just shut the things down and went to get up to help. Then all of a sudden it's already in the house. I'm like, damn. But anyways, it is time to close the show out. So, song of the day. We've had, was it, a couple people saying things like Dad wanted Abracadabra by the Stephen Miller Band. Then we had Mrs. Hillbilly saying she wanted Sweet Child of Mine, Guns N' Roses. But which one wins?
Which one wins? Well, it has to be Abracadabra because it has magic in it.
Not every song we share has to be about magic. Oh, sweet child of mine.
That's a really good song too.
Abracadabra. Want to reach out and grab you.
Grab ya.
It's kind of funny because both the bands are like 80s bands. The songs you guys chose. So that was very generationally funny that ended up being the thing. So, by the way, if you want to go check out Abracadabra by the Stephen Miller Band, go ahead, check that out. If you want to listen to Sweet Child of Mine, go check that out. We'll have 2 songs of the day for you to check out. Have fun with that. And I want you to have fun today. I want you to have a good day. I want you to think of something stupid today, like thinking about what's more different, what's worse, reprints or variants. Like, why? It's just random. But when you split hairs in that vein, you really have ways to rethink and think of the differences that really drive you nuts or get you into places like that, like the mindset. So I want to thank everybody for showing up. I want to thank Mr. Hillbilly.
Mr. Hillbilly.
Anytime.
Yeah, you probably were sleeping, napping. Yeah.
I'm wide awake.
I'm wide awake.
Looks like it on
Sound like you
your avatar.
Stay Sword, thank you for jumping in.
Yes.
Yeah,
Stay
sorry.
so
It was
order.
so late, but
You're good.
No.
so glad to be
Good
part of the
dude.
Yes.
Good dude.
Yes.
You're handsome.
I can't help that, man.
All right. All right.
So I did get my new deck yesterday. It's supposed to be
Nice.
delivered yesterday, but hopefully I'll get it today. And then
Nice.
Anyway, that's what I have.
No, that's
So
cool.
It's cool. The show ended just in time for me to get unhooked. So perfect timing.
Well, it's time to transform and roll out.
Shockwave! What is your command, Megatron?
Subscribe for Magic the Gathering and other content for evil fun.
Fear not, Megatron. Cybertron